who was poor, but who had a beautiful daughter. Now it happened that he had to go and speak to the king, and in order to make himself important, he said to the king,
I have a daughter.
"Hey, wow! Did you hear that? Spin straw into gold?" Weir, and said,
Now, set to work, and if by tomorrow morning early, if you not spun this straw into gold during the night, you must die.
"You must try, if you can, you will die. You must try, if you can, you will die." And the king himself locked up the room and left the young girl in it alone. So there sat the poor miller's daughter, and for the life of her, she could not tell what to do. She had no idea how straw could be spun into gold. What will I do? I can't. More and more frightened, until at last she began to weep. But all at once the door opened, and in came a little man who said, "Good evening." Himself in front of the wheel, and weir, 3 turns, and the wheel was full. Then he put another on, and weir, 3 times round, and the second was full too. And so it went on until morning, when all the straw was spun, and all the reels were full of gold. By daybreak, the king was already there, and when he saw the gold, he was really astonished and delighted. But his heart became only more greedy. He had the miller's daughter taken into a still larger room full of straw, which was much larger, and commanded her to spin that also in one night if she found it her life. And the girl knew not how to help herself and was crying. And the door opened again, and the little man appeared and said, and spun all the straw into glittering gold. The king rejoiced beyond measure at the sight, but still he had not gold enough, and he had the miller's daughter taken into a still larger room full of straw, and said,
You must spin this too, the course of the night. But if you succeed, you shall be my wife.
"Even if she be a miller's daughter?" thought the king.
I could not find a richer wife in the whole.
"What will you give?" "Best that I could give," answered the girl.
Nasayang. Now, give me what you promised. Then promise me, if you should become queen, to give me a firstborn child. He.
"Who knows whether that will ever happen?" thought the miller's daughter, and not knowing how else to help herself in this terrible situation, she promised the little man what he wanted. And for that, he once more spun the straw into gold. And when the king came in the morning and found all as he wished, he took her in marriage, and the pretty miller's daughter became a queen. A year after, she brought a beautiful child into the world, and she never gave a thought to the little man. But suddenly one day, he appeared in her room and said,
Now, give me what you promised.
and said,
No, something like is dear than me than all the treasures in the world.
Then the queen began to lament and cry. So the little man pitied her.
I give you 3 days time, then you shall keep your child.
Said he.
And if by that time you find out my name, then you shall keep your child.
So the queen thought the whole night of all the names that she had ever heard, and she sent a messenger over the country to inquire far and wide for any other names that there might be. When the little man came the next day, she began with Caspar, Melchior, Balthazar, and Zeus, and said all the names she knew. second day, she had inquiries made in the neighborhood as to the names of the people there, and she repeated to the little man the most uncommon and curious. Perhaps your name is Short Ribs, or Shipshanks, or Lace Leg, or Daddy Bottom. But he always answered, "That is not my name." On the third day, the messenger came back again and said,
I have not been able to find a single new name.
Today I bake, tomorrow I brew. They say, had the young sister. Ha 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 ha, lad.
Am I that no one knew how was thinking I am style?
What's my name? What's my name? What's my name? The first thing is my name.
You may imagine how glad the queen was when she heard the name, and then soon afterwards, the little man came in and asked,
Now, what is my name?
At first she said, "Is your name Conrad?"
No.
He replied gruffly, "Is your name Harry?
No.
Perhaps your name is Rumpelstiltskin?"
No. The name has stolen that. The name has stolen that.
Cried the little man, and in his anger, he plunged his right foot so deep into the earth that his whole leg went in, and that put him in such a rage that he stamped his left foot so hard that a hole opened up in the earth, into which he fell, and he was never, never, never seen again.
Very good, grade 3.